Hare Krishna. We'll sing small kirtan and then we'll continue our discussion. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana जोर से बोलिए लाउडली यशोदनंदन व्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरवनचारी यमुना तीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी लाउडली हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare आवाज आ ही नहीं रहा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare More loudly Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadra Mai Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Jagannatha. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की. हरे कृष्णा. Radhe Radhe. So, how many of you attended the previous sessions? Last week, last week. Anyone attended? 1, 2, you attended? Last Sunday. Before that. Okay. Last Sunday, anyone attended? Everyone is new, huh? How many of you came to this temple for the first time? There are many hands. आप में से कितने लोग पहली बार आए हैं इस्कॉन अत्तापुर मंदिर में? ठीक है, थैंक यू. आप में से कितने लोग को भगवत गीता पता है? भगवत गीता, एटलीस्ट भगवत गीता वर्ड सुना है आपके जीवन में? Have you heard of Bhagavad Gita? You have to raise your hands. You are not confident that whether I heard or not heard. There are still many people, they don't know what is Bhagavad Gita. Thank you. Right? That gives, some bad feeling where we are born in India बट वी डोंट नो व्हाट इज भगवद गीता. हम भारत में पैदा हुआ है, मगर हमको भगवद गीता पता नहीं है. ऐसा नहीं रहना चाहिए. तो भगवद गीता ये ग्रंथ है, इसके ऊपर तेलुगु में लिखा हुआ है भगवद गीता यथा तदमु. ऐसे सारी लैंग्वेजेस में आपको भगवद गीता बुक मिल जाता है. यू विल गेट इन ऑल लैंग्वेजेस, इंग्लिश, हिंदी, तेलुगु, Tamil, whatever the language you want, you will get the Bhagavad Gita. So, we strongly recommend to take Bhagavad Gita into your home. Okay, you take one Bhagavad Gita and put it at your home and try to start reading it. Okay, if we don't read Bhagavad Gita, that means we are wasting our powerful, valuable human form of life. Okay, so we'll continue our discussion. So last week, actually, His Grace Kalachakra Prabhu took the class on Sunday Love Feast. He explained about the Gita and what is the importance of Gita and what is God. Like that, there is some introductory class happened. Before to that Sunday, the previous Sunday, there was the discussion happened on 9.4. Okay, chapter 9, shloka number 4. Today we are going to discuss 9.5. Okay, so the chapter says the most confidential knowledge. Okay, this knowledge which we are going to discuss, or we are discussing from last few weeks. Every Sunday we discuss. I mean, every day we have Bhagavad Gita class and Bhagavatam class in the temple hall, but especially on Sundays we are continuing the class in English. Okay, so in 9.4 we quickly check, or we quickly look into that, and then we'll continue the discussion on 9.5. Okay, so in 9.4, by me, who is saying this? This is Krishna saying, in my unmanifested form this entire universe is pervaded. All universe, complete universe manifested by Krishna. All beings are in me. All beings in the sense, all living beings, whether it's in human or animals, birds, trees, these are all living beings, right? So all living beings are in me. Okay, you try to understand, we'll discuss that more. But I am not in them. What God is saying, I am inside them, but at the same time I'm not there. How? We'll try to understand in today's discussion a bit more. Okay, so we'll read the shloka 9.5. You are able to see this, right? Right? Okay. I'll open it in. Okay. Please repeat after me. न च मत्सानि भूतानि, न च मत्सानि भूतानि, पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्, पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्, भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थो, भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थो, ममात्मा भूतभावनः, न च मत् Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrunna cha bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrunna cha bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Anyone wants to try? Yes, please. Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrunnata bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Anyone else from Prabhuji's? No? Mataji's? Anyone try? Yeah, please. Nachamasthani bhutani. Actually, that girl is saying, but we are not able to hear. Please bit loudly, huh? Yeah. Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya yogameshwaram Bhuta bhrunna cha bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Mataji, yes. Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrunna cha bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Yes, Mataji. Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrunna cha bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Anyone else? Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta bhrunna cha bhutasto ठीक है, we'll read word to word meaning. Na, never. Please repeat. Na, never. Cha, also. Matsthani, situated in me. Bhutani, all creation. Pashya, just see. Me, my. Yogamaishwaram, inconceivable mystic power. Bhutabhrut, the maintainer of all living entities. Na, never. Cha, also. Bhutastaha, in the cosmic manifestation. Mama, my. Atma, self. Bhuta bhavanaha, the source of all manifestations. Okay, I will read translation. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not a part of his cosmic manifestation, this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. Purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Lord says that everything is resting on Him. Matsthani sarva bhutani. This should not be misunderstood. The Lord is not directly concerned with the maintenance and sustenance of this material manifestation. Sometimes we see a picture of Atlas holding the globe on his shoulders. He seems to be very tired, holding this great earthly planet. Such an image should not be entertained in connection with Krishna's upholding this created universe. He says that although everything is resting on him, he is aloof. The planetary systems are floating in space, and this space is the energy of the Supreme Lord. But he is different from space. He is differently situated. Therefore, the Lord says, although they are situated on my inconceivable energy as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I am aloof from them. This is the inconceivable opulence of the Lord. In the Nirukti Vedic dictionary, it is said, Yujyate nena durgateshu karyeshu. The Supreme Lord is performing inconceivably wonderful pastimes, displaying his energy. His person is full of different potent energies, and his determination is itself actual fact. In this way, the personality of Godhead is to be understood. We may think of doing something, but there are so many impediments, and sometimes it is not possible to do as we like. But when Krishna wants to do something, simply by his willing, everything is performed so perfectly that one cannot imagine how it is being done. The Lord explains this fact. Although he is the maintainer and sustainer of the entire material manifestation, he does not touch his material manifestation. Simply by his supreme will, everything is created, everything is sustained, everything is maintained, and everything is annihilated. There is no difference between his mind and himself, as there is a difference between ourselves and our present material mind. Because he is absolute spirit, simultaneously the Lord is present in everything. Yet a common man cannot understand how he is present personally. He is different from this material manifestation, yet everything is resting on him. This is explained here as Yogamaishwaram, the mystic power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, we'll read Guru Pranama mantras and then we'll continue our discussion. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Śrī Caitanya-Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Okay, so now you can understand how easy the Krishna consciousness is, you know. When we are chanting the prayers, very less people are chanting, right? Om Ajnanathimira Jnananjana Shalakya. There are many slokas which are referring to our gurus. But when we start with Hare Krishna Mahamantra, everyone is able to chant loudly, right? Everyone is able to chant loudly. Jai Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki Jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So next half an hour, please try to focus what I am trying to say, okay, and so that you can understand what Krishna is saying in this shloka, and we can get some understanding on our scripture Bhagavad Gita, okay, and we can get the benefit what we came here and what is the thing we wanted to know or learn from this class. Okay, so once the class is done and everyone will have prasadam, and that is the reason our devotee is distributing coupon. Okay, so peacefully sit and listen what I am trying to explain, which are explained by our previous acharyas. Okay, so we'll start with some interesting slides first, and then I'm not sure if it comes. It's visible there? Okay, so in 9.4 and 9.5 and 6 actually, these three shlokas explains about the maintenance of material world by Krishna's energies. Okay, for example, if we need to maintain this phone, we have to do lot of things, right? We have to plug in, put it into the charging, and we have to in between, go and see what is the percentage of the mobile. Hare Krishna Mataji, please, try to be silent. बात नहीं करना है, शांति से बैठिए. So if we wanted to maintain a small phone itself, we need lot of focus on this, right? If we forget this for some time, after using couple of hours, if we don't charge it, what will happen? This will switched off. And then if we forget this phone somewhere and it is switched off, and then we lost our life, right? We try to keep on ringing and we don't know where it is. We don't remember where I lost my phone. Whether I put in my bedroom in the below the pillow or somewhere outside I lost. That is the kind of situation where we are in. That means like the energy which we have is very less. That we can understand only with this example, right? You can imagine how Krishna is maintaining this whole universe. It's very difficult, right? These many people, to serve prasadam itself, we are doing lot of activity, giving coupons and asking them to stay on the line. We keep on saying, please say Hare Krishna, but you people will keep on talking. It's very difficult to maintain 100, 200 people, 300 people. But how Krishna is maintaining this whole universe? There is only one universe. There are many, many universes, right? We try to understand, we always think that there is one universe, but there are innumerable universes. You cannot count the universes. If you have a small bag of mustard, you cannot count how many mustard seeds are there in the bag, right? Huge. It's very difficult to count. Similarly, the universes are innumerable. Then we can understand how difficult it is to maintain this much big universes. So Krishna is explaining here in fourth shloka, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina matsthani sarva bhutani. What he says that everything is situated in Krishna, they are not situated in him. Simultaneously not situated. Then, since he is completely aloof and independent of everything, to maintain this universe, Krishna nothing to do. He can sit where he is and he can maintain everything. But for example, if you want to cook at your home, Mataji's for example, so what you have to do? If you sit here and if you think that cooking is done, not possible, right? Or if you are sitting in your hall in the house and you are thinking that kitchen, I went to kitchen and everything is done. Is it possible for us to cook like that? You have to walk and prepare food, and by cutting the vegetables and do a lot of things, and then you cook for 1 hour, and then you will get nice prasadam ready for Krishna. But Krishna maintains this without involving. How to understand this? It's very confusing, right? One way he says that I am there, but at the same time I am not there. In fourth sloka. And nachamat sthani bhutani. And I am available, I am there in the bhutani, in this material world. Then how to understand this concept? Why Krishna is saying I am there and I am not there? Okay, I will give simple examples, and so that you can very easily understand. Okay, but before that we'll go and see this small clipping. You know this? Sound is not coming actually. Krishna is showing the entire universe. One more time I will show you this. What did Yashoda Mata ask? What is there in your mouth? Right? When he opens the mouth, what he shows? The entire universe in his small mouth. How many of you seen this video? In the TV? In YouTube? Right? Because all the mothers, parents also look into this. When the children are looking, the Krishna's animated stories, and we also take a look. So, do you know about this Leela? One day what Krishna does, Krishna eats mud. When he is very small child, when they are playing outside, Krishna and Balaram and his friends, they are playing. So what Krishna does, Krishna takes small portion of the mud and he puts it into his mouth. Who looks at that? Balaram. Then immediately he calls Mother Yashoda. Ma Yashoda, Yashoda, Krishna is eating mud. And then Krishna, what he does? Immediately closes his mouth. Sometimes the kids, what they will do, if they are eating chocolate secretly, and if mother asks, what are you doing? Then they immediately closes their mouth, right? Close their mouth and they don't speak. Or they speak sometimes like, putting that chocolate outside. No, ma, I am not eating anything. Similarly, Yashoda Ma came and hold his ear and asks, Krishna, what are you doing? And then Krishna says, no, Mama, I am not doing anything. But again, Yashodamai asks, why Balaram is telling that you are eating mud? Can you show me your mouth? And then what Krishna says? No, I am not eating anything. I am not eating anything. He is trying to escape. And then Yashoda Ma asks very seriously, show me your mouth. And then Krishna opens his small lotus mouth. And what she sees? All the universe. you can see. Zoom. And then Yashodamai bewildered. And she didn't understand what exactly happening with Krishna. And then she fell down, and then someone comes and gives the water, and she wakes up and she forget, because it's Krishna's Maya. So that means all the universes which are there in the mouth of Krishna. So with this Leela we can easily understand that we are inside Krishna. But don't think that Krishna's mouth is this much big and inside that we are. It's a kind of Leela where he explained that everything in this material world, in the spiritual world, everything is resting on me. I am maintaining it. To give that information, he shown this, nice Leela. Okay. So this is very nice, right? I will give one more example. How many of you seen sunlight? We see, everyone we see sunlight, right? It's very simple and basic question. So, but the sun is very near to us, it's very far, right? Lakhs of millions of kilometers away. It's very difficult to calculate and reach to the sun. But the sunlight is coming onto the earth, right? By looking at the sun, you are here. If you make a phone call to your a friend who is 1,000 kilometers from this place, okay, you ask him, okay, do you see sun? What he says? Yes, sun is with me, he is there. And you say, yes, sun is with me also. We will be in this situation with the moon many times. Moon we see, and the persons who are there in other portion of the country or other portion of the this thing, they can see. What does that mean? He is here, sun is here, and sun is there also, right? And the effulgence which is coming from the sun, the light which is coming from the sun, the heat which is coming from the sun, which is touching the earth everywhere, right? We can experience the sun with what? Sun with light and sun with heat. We are getting into summer, right? We feel very hot. Now we are sitting inside and still we are feeling hot because the sunlight is there. You understand this point? It's very simple, right? It happens every day in our lives. After 1 month, what will happen? It's more hot. Because sun is coming a bit closer to us, right? So similarly, Krishna is there in his Goloka, but his energy is pervaded all these universes, all this material world. As sun is very far from us, but he is still giving energy to us. How many of you know that if sun is not there, no animal or no living being can survive in this earth, right? It's simple. Because the sunlight which is coming and the sunlight is giving energy to the plants with the photosynthesis, the energy is created in the leaves, and that leaves, from there you can get the flowers and fruits. Every day we eat fruits, right? From where it is coming? That is coming from the sun energy, right? The sun energy goes into the leaves, and the leaves will, make that into starch, right? Photosynthesis is a scientific, experiment we can do, in the below 10th class we do some, closing one part of the leaf and, put that into the sunlight, and that part doesn't, go green, and the rest of the part will looks like, That means the energy is coming from sun, and every living being and living entities are living in this material world. but the sun is one. Similarly, Krishna is sending, pervaded all the universes. Okay, so we can try to understand this bit more. Okay, actually sound is not coming. He is actually in the form of Vishnu, and he is sleeping on the Karana Udaka, and all the universes are coming out from his physical body, the spiritual body. Okay, when he breathes out and breathes in, when he breathes out, there are innumerable universes come out from his spiritual body. And when he inhales, what happens? All the universes annihilated. If you see in the purport, it is clearly mentioned, right? Annihilated. Yeah. So, simply by his supreme will, everything is created, everything is sustained, everything is maintained, and everything is annihilated. So that way we can understand this presentation. Presentation is there, right? Yeah, the text you cannot see. The text says, simply by his supreme will, everything is created, everything is sustained, everything is maintained, and everything is, that is not present there. I understood. So, he is the maintainer, okay? He is the creator with the, giving that activity to Brahma. Brahma creates actually, but behind that, Krishna is the supreme who is taking care of, right? And he is maintaining, and he is annihilating. Okay? And I can show you that. I'm not sure if you can see this. You got new slide, right? Yeah. So there is a reference from 1.2.11 of Bhagavatam. So how to understand, supremacy of Krishna? Though this Paratattva is in the three forms actually. Vadanti tattat vedastattvam Yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdyate. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So if you see, this is a structure, we can see. This part in the middle you can understand this is the Brahma Jyoti, the effulgence. The Brahma Jyoti which is coming from God, from Krishna's body. And this universe, okay, above that, this is a one universe. Within that one universe, there is a Vishnu and Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and there is a Brahma and something like that. So, this absolute truth is can be understood in three levels. One is Brahma Jyoti, and second one is Paramatma and the Bhagavan. What is Brahma Jyoti? The Brahma Jyoti is effulgence coming from Supreme. Some of the philosophers who are impersonal, they think that the God is formless. It's only in the form of energy. So once we die, what will happen with the soul? It merged into this Brahma Jyoti, Brahman. So that is one level. But it is actually what it is? It is the effulgence which is coming from the Krishna's energies. Okay? As we understand in the sun and sunlight, right? And Paramatma. Paramatma is all pervaded and also in the heart of living entities. Okay, there is some spelling mistake here. So, everyone, we are having soul inside our heart, because I am not sure if you already know what is soul and what is super soul, as many of you knew, but the soul is there in our hearts, and along with that, the Paramatma, super soul, is also there. He is all pervaded. Actually, he is a friend of all of us. How we can understand is, in one tree there are two birds are sitting. Okay, one bird, what it is doing, it is enjoying the fruits of that tree. The other bird is super soul. Okay, he is looking, the other bird is looking at the bird which is eating. As we are trying to enjoy in this material world, right? And Krishna is looking at us, and he is thinking, when this soul will start looking at me. Okay? But at the same time, what Krishna does as Paramatma, he always gives instructions to us. Okay? That is the reason, you all people came to Iskcon temple today, because Krishna inspired you to go to the temple. And see what exactly happening in Iskcon Attapur. There are many devotees roaming in the Hyderabad and giving cards, spreading the message and preaching and asking and requesting them to come to the temple. And what happens in the Iskcon Attapur temple? So that means like the inspiration came inside your heart from Paramatma, and that is the reason we came to this place. Similarly, we do lot of other activities also. Everywhere, every time we get instructions from Krishna. So that is Paramatma. And the third level is, which is the ultimate goal of life, is Bhagavan. Okay? He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So we can understand, this is I already explained, sun and sunlight, which is, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the exhibiting himself in so many ways. That is summarized in the Vishnu Purana with this sloka, just like the heat and light, just like in the material world. We understood this. And the fire. How many of you participated in Havan, Homa? Right? Many of you, right? So what we'll do? We sit, near the fire, and we will be pouring the ghee into the Havan, or some items we will be putting into that, and some sticks, right? What will happen? The fire will be, glowing, and then you will feel the heat, right? Sometimes you may go a bit far from the fire. Does that mean the fire is directly touching you? No, right? The fire is not touching us. Fire is there as it is in the Havan. You can see this fire, right, in the picture. That is there itself, but the heat is coming to us. If it is dark, it is in the night, and the light illuminates that place, right? And if you go into the darkest room, and if you lit a candle, what happens? That will, glow the room, and you can see, you can observe everything in that room. Similarly, Krishna is not directly there in our hearts, or he is not directly visible for us, but his energy is pervading all this material world. You understood the difference, how Krishna exists in this material world. It's very simple, right? Fire, heat. It's simple. Fire is not directly touching us, but the fire, we can feel the heat. Similarly, Krishna is somewhere, but we can feel, we can understand Krishna is maintaining everything. Okay? That is the reason what Krishna says, I am there, but at the same time, I am not there. Then, how to understand this concept? You came to this temple, I was listening to Srila Prabhupada lecture to understand what exactly to explain this. So Prabhupada was mentioning there are two things, one is material, is bhautik jagat, right? And one is spiritual, adhyatmika. In Krishna's energies, there are internal energy and external energy. So, external energy is this material world, and his internal potency, internal energy is there as a soul inside every human or every living entity. So, you understood this point, right? So, how to differentiate the spirituality and material, material things? We are all in this temple, and to take darshan of Shri Radha Madhav, we came here. And what we are doing, we are trying to understand what exactly explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Who is God? Who is Krishna? And you are focusing on the content, what is explained in this sloka, right? That means we are all in the spiritual plane already. With this physical body only. We have this physical body, this is material actually, but we are already in the spiritual plane. Right? You understood? If you are thinking about God, if you are thinking about Krishna, that means you are spiritual. If you forget Krishna, that is material. Nowadays, in this society, most of the people, they forget Krishna, and they think that Aham Brahmasmi, I am the controller. I can maintain, I am the maintainer of my family. I am the maintainer of this country. Without my existence, nothing happens in this material world. That's what we think, right, in our lives, right? You understand what I am saying? We always think that I am doing, that is the reason this is happening. But Krishna says, Prakrute kriyamanani gunais karmani sarvashaha. What is actually happening is Trigunas, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. These Trigunas are keep on doing the things and which are done by us. Actually, which is controlled by Krishna. Okay. So, you understood what is the difference between the spirituality and the material? Spirituality is when you think of Krishna, and material becomes material if you forget Krishna. The current society completely forget Krishna and trying to give pleasure to our senses. We are completely dwell into, sense gratification, give pleasure to our eyes, give pleasure to our, smell, nose, and give pleasure to our ears by hearing the loud music, pop music, and, giving pleasure to, trying to give pleasure to our tongue with, lot of different varieties of food by killing the animals, and giving the pleasure to our skin by sleeping on mattresses and doing a lot of good and bad things. Like this, what we are completely into material. So to become spiritual, what we have to do? We have to come back and take the lotus feet of Krishna, take the shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, and we have to start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, like that, if we are preparing food for ourselves, it becomes material. If we prepare food for Krishna and we offer it to Krishna and we take it, it becomes prasad and it is spiritual. It's very simple, right? There is no big magic here. As Krishna is somewhere, but at the same time, He is with us all the time as Paramatma in our hearts. Okay. So, like that, there are many, Ekamshe Nastito Jagat. This is a reference from Bhagavad Gita 10.42. In this sloka, but what need is there? Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge, with a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Krishna, no need to do, big things, as I was mentioning about the kitchen, we have to go and do a lot of things and then only prasadam will prepared. And if to charge a phone itself, we need to do a lot of activity. But Krishna, He will be sitting on His position and his energy is pervaded. I pervade and support the entire universe. Nothing doing, and just only will. He feels, okay, it needs to happen like this. Brahma creates, Vishnu maintains. Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Try to hold for 5 minutes and then we'll conclude and we'll come to a conclusion. So, as sunlight is coming, fire and heat and light is coming, Krishna is sitting in his same position. Where he is sitting in the Goloka. And what it is mentioned, Ekamshena Sthito Jagat. It's a simple, single fragment of his energy, and everything is maintained. Everything is having a sustainability. Everything is annihilated. Nothing to do. As Srila Prabhupada was mentioning, giving the example of Atlas. How many of us seen, Atlas who is, holding the earth on his shoulder and he is feeling like tired, but nothing to do with Krishna for this maintenance. It is simply pervaded all over the universe. Okay, that way we can understand. This is very much important, and we can try to understand. Mattah paratarannanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvam idam protam sutre manigana iva. In Bhagavad Gita 7.7 shloka, Krishna, he himself is telling, O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Nothing is there to know beyond Krishna. If you know Krishna, that's it. You learnt everything. Everything rests upon me. Everything rests upon me. How? As pearls are strung on a thread. For example, even Tulasi is having a thread inside it, right? And pearls will have thread inside. How they are resting? They are there, as it is mentioned, the pearls are rests in the thread. This whole universe and this creation completely rests upon me. So that is the situation of Krishna. If we understand this point, there is no need of, going here and there and performing that puja and this puja, to get rid of this, that. First of all, what we have to do? We have to read Bhagavad Gita. This is a Veda Saramsha, condensed of Vedas, all scriptures, and manifested in the 700 shlokas. If we read this, and then it's done. As it is mentioned, there is no truth superior to me. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Bhagavad Gita is told by whom? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now Krishna, he himself explained. Then you can understand the power of this Bhagavad Gita, right? So like that you can, understand. And especially we are in the Yuga, Kali Yuga. It's very difficult to do the meditation to reach out to the God, and it's very difficult to do doing the Havan, getting the pure items to offer it into the Yajna Kunda, and it's very difficult to do Vigraha Radhana. See how beautifully decorated and how much time it spent to have darshan of Sri Radha Madhav. For all of us, and it's very nice to have such kind of darshan, right? How many of us can do this kind of seva for Krishna at home? It's very difficult, right? In the morning we wake up, ganti bhajao or agarbatti ghuma do or pranam karo, bhago bhago. That's what our regular life is, right? In the morning we wake up, we bath, and we immediately go into our puja room, lit the light, agarbatti, and then put some flowers. In the fast, you put hands together and pranam, and take the bike or car, go to your regular activity. For what? To earn money, to give pleasure to our sense gratification, senses, our physical body. Right? So, instead of that, what we have to do? We have to surrender to Krishna and simply, in the Kali Yuga, what it is mentioned? Harinama Sankirtana. Nothing to do with all these Havan, meditation, Vigraha Radhana. It's very simple. You chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, it needs to reach to Golok, right? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Anyone have any comments or questions? Quick, 1 or 2 questions, or we'll wind up. You are hungry, it seems, and you are holding the token very tightly. Prabhuji is not completing this class, and we are having very hungry. By the time this class over, the token will be torn. Right? I think you are feeling very hungry. So, thank you. Yeah, please, Prabhuji. Very difficult, Prabhu. Give me a minute. Mic is given. Hare Krishna, please wait for 2 minutes. Once Prabhuji's question is done, and then we'll go with the Harati.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Venkat Fandiraj. Right from LKG to 10th, I have studied in Swami Chinmayananda Mission. You can understand the way Chinmaya Mission works.
Yeah.
Okay, I was topper in Bhagavad Gita chanting 8, 9, and 10th also, out of 12.
Okay.
Okay, what I have understood is that here Hare Krama, Hare Krishna slokas are being in-depth to focus.
Yes.
Rather than that, why can't you adapt or allocate some time on Bhagavad Gita also?
So, we were discussing, is that the question is done, or anything else you want to add?
That is the only question I was supposed to ask you.
Okay. So, we are discussing about the shloka itself, right? From last 30 minutes, we are discussing about the shlokas in the Bhagavad Gita. And at the end, we are mentioning about the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, because it's very simple and straightforward. It's very difficult to understand the philosophy, as we are in Kali Yuga. Kali Prabhav is very much high. Once you get out of this temple hall, it's very difficult to remember Krishna, because Maya, energy of Krishna, that is also clearly mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. We are actually, whatever the point we mention here, all points are there in Bhagavad Gita in each and every shloka. We can refer very easily. Okay. So, what Krishna is saying, Mayadhyakshena Prakrutihi. We discussed all that thing only here. Okay. And Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. There is a shloka, you can refer in the Bhagavad Gita. What he says, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto, remember me, you surrender unto me, Madbhakto, Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru, you do pranam to me. There is no second meaning, right? There is nothing to do with other meanings you bring and you explain something. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. We are reading the same Bhagavad Gita and same shlokas, and we are explaining that what Krishna is ultimately saying. And especially in the Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to understand all the scriptures. It's straightforward. And Krishna himself says, just let me finish. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. The meaning of that is surrender unto me. Okay? Aham tvam sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. The meaning of that is aham tvam, aham, me, tvam, to you. Okay. Sarvapapebhyo, I will take out all sinful activities. Mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. In the Vedas it is clearly mentioned about dharma, artha, kama, and at the end, moksha. And Adi Shankaracharya has also clearly explains this. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan muktihi. At the end it comes with the jivan mukti. We talks about the mukti, the moksha. That is only happens with when you reach out to the Vaikuntha Loka. And why we are explaining this, to all of you, because there are two important slokas or more, you can identify and understand in the Bhagavad Gita. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram. Okay? At the time of death, what you think, according to that you will get your next birth and next body. Okay, that is one point. Antyakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Remember me at the time of death. You will come to me. There is no, it's very simple. So what we are suggesting, please go and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is there any confusion? It's very simple and clear, right? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
No, actually...
We'll discuss personally, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. It's already time up.
Okay, done.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Can you give the mic, sorry?
I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to know what is exactly mean the cosmic manifestation in perspective of Krishna.
Cosmic manifestation in perspective of Krishna.
Yeah.
It itself, it's a big topic, Mataji. So, what happened, how the, Krishna says, Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Khammano Buddhirevacha. These energies which are there, Bhumi, Apaha, Vayu, the 5 elements. From there, how the manifestation is happened and how the Trigunas, influence this material world. All this information is clearly mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. It's a kind of, it's a big topic. Okay? Nice question. But anyway, you have that inquiry in your mind, and so that you can read Bhagavad Gita and then you can understand everything. Okay? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.